What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another Smack Talk. Back with my Smack Talk, back with my reviews. I know it's been a while, but I'm starting to work during the daytime now, and I just be tired when those things just popped up. But yeah, I just be tired a lot. So hopefully I'll be able to do SmackDowns. I'll do it right after because I just saw Rampage too. So I'll probably be able to do SmackDown right after Rampage. And then I'll upload it and try it like the next morning because I have to be up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and then be at work at 6 o'clock. So I'll have it up for you guys hopefully early in the morning. And for Raw, I'll probably hopefully do the same thing right after Raw. I'll do the review and get it out to you guys also because I be out here at 6 o'clock in the morning now. I be sleepy. So SmackDown was a good show. SmackDown has been solid throughout the times that I haven't been watching it. Well, I've been watching it, but I haven't been reviewing it. I don't know what I've missed and what was the last thing that I reviewed. King Woods is King. I think I might have put that on there. He's been doing a thing with Roman Reigns. Survivor Series happened where Roman beat Big E. Brock Lesnar came back. They got suspended. Well, he got suspended, came back. It's like last week or the week before. Oh, last week, yeah, he came back last week. Sami Zayn was number one contender. I think Jeff Hardy is no longer there, which is unfortunate. That's where we are. Sami Zayn comes out. I don't have handy dandy notebooks. I have my brain cells, so we'll see how that works out. Sami Zayn comes out in like a wheelchair with some nurses, and pretty much came out broken leg and all of the good stuff from last week, where he, when he was supposed to be number one contender after that Battle Royal. Brock Lesnar said that he should take that match against Roman tonight, while he faces him at day one. He kind of bullied his way for him to do that. Sami said okay, and then he came back and Sami was like, hey, you should help me out tonight. It'd probably be easier for you to beat me than it is to beat Roman because you haven't done it yet. And then that's when Brock gave him German suplexes, F5s, killed it. And then Roman came in, spear, over. So Sami was pretty much talking about that. Pretty much was like, it wasn't, it didn't really hurt me that he came out and he hit me with a whole bunch of suplexes and not one F5, two F5s, It's more that like he hurt my feelings. I thought we'd come to be best friends, and the way he does this. You said, I want to do something. It was like I have to do something I didn't really want to do. And that's sue. I'm suing everybody. I'm suing Roman Reigns. I'm suing Adam Pearce. I'm suing Sonya Deville. I'm suing Paul Heyman. I'm suing Brock Lesnar. I'm suing the Usos. I'm suing everybody that had anything to do with anything. And then Paul Heyman comes out. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. He apologized about this stupid, silly thing that Sami Zayn was going to sue anybody. And there was a funny thing back and forth where Sami was like, Paul, I was not done talking. Like, I was still speaking, and Paul Heyman was like, yeah, whatever, stop talking. And they was like, yeah, Paul Heyman, Beast Conqueror, or Roman Reigns head of the table, is not here because he's on this island of Samoa, chilling, relaxing for a week, whatever like that. And Sam kept saying, stop interrupting me, I wasn't done, you're in my block way. And then the last time he did it, Paul Heyman turned around, Sami Zayn stood up. He said, hey, look, I might be messed up, but hey, I'm a trained fighter. Like, messed up leg or not, messed up neck or not, I'm professional. I will beat your ass, rip your neck out, and nobody's going to be able to save you because Roman Reigns isn't here. And then Brock Lesnar showed up. I was like, okay, we get Brock Lesnar twice? We got him last week, and now we get him this week? And so Brock Lesnar comes out. He gets a chair. He looks at Paul Heyman. He's like, give me the microphone, you idiot. Oh, he's like, oh, yeah, here you go. And then him and Sami go back and forth again. He's like, Sami, I think we got off on the wrong foot. He's like, yeah, you think? He was like, my fault. You could tell that Brock Lesnar is like having so much fun, like so much fun with Sami Zayn. They're going back and forth. I feel like Brock Lesnar like had so much fun with Sami Zayn last week. He was like, yeah, I kind of want to do that again. So because he's Brock Lesnar, he decided to do it again. And they was going back and forth. And then Sami told Brock Lesnar to shut up. And then Brock Lesnar was like, oh, hey, sorry, hey, Sami, hey, we got on the wrong foot, my bad. He's like, but seriously, how bad does it hurt? Like, you got nurses, you got I'm like, come on. Like, hey, I'm sorry about last week. We're both Canadian, both from Canada. He was like, what part of Canada are you from? He tells him Montreal, Quebec. He's like, he starts speaking French. Oui, and all that other stuff like that. He's like, how about me and you? I like to do. I like hunting, and he starts getting happy because he starts talking about hunting. It was like, yeah, it's like hunting. Let's hunt. I got a place up in my place in Canada. 2 alpha males going hunting and eating deer meat and all that other stuff. And then Sami was like, I'm kind of the vegetarian, I'm kind of vegan, I kind of don't do this. Hey, come on, Sami, come on, do it. Kind of bullied him like he did last week. He's like, yeah, sure, no, yeah, that's no, that's cool stuff, that's good stuff. We like it. We want to do that. And so he's about to wheel him out, and then Paul Heyman like grabs the mic from Brock Lesnar. He was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, what in the world is?" He was like, the edibles that I just had in here, I just must have kicked in. Because Brock Lesnar is wheeling Sami and they're about to go hunting. It's like this was the few years Brock Lesnar, the Beast, the soon-to-be maybe reigning defending Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar, he would be beating everybody up and tearing everybody from limb. And then that got Brock Lesnar hyped, and then Brock Lesnar beat up the male nurses. He kicked Sami Zayn off the wheelchair, bless his little heart. And then I think he just gave him an F5. And that was the end of that segment. That was fantastic. And then they come back from commercial, and then Kayla's like, hey, what was all that was going on there? And then Brock Lesnar said, hey, why don't you ask my client, Paul Heyman, or my advocate, Paul Heyman? And then Kayla gets happy when she hears that. So, yeah, I'm going to ask him. Yeah, absolutely. Then after that, we got Los Lethargicos versus Boogs and Nakamura, a tag team match that maybe lasted like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I don't know how long it lasted. It wasn't very long. Boogs got to do a couple of things, and I think tagged in Nakamura, who hit a Kinshasa on Humberto, and that was it. Yep. I'm pretty sure that was the end of the match. Yeah, that was it. Trash. Then after that, Adam Pearce is backstage, or he's in his office, or wherever he is. Drew McIntyre comes in, and he was like, hey, so I heard that you're the one that got me out, that didn't put me on the list on the Battle Royal. And then he was like, no, that wasn't me, that was Sonya Deville, and the higher ups for Sonya Deville put that together, not me. He is higher up, but it is what it is. And he said also, higher ups also say that you cannot bring that sword with you when you go outside to your match. His match was against Sheamus. The match was next, and then so Drew McIntyre said, "Okay, funny, whatever." He takes the sword and he stabs it through the desk, and they have the match. Cesaro's watching. I think it was funny how Pat McAfee was like, hey, it's like the only person I've ever seen someone look at the monitor the right way, which was hilarious because everybody always looks at the TV like weirdly, like the TV be over here, like the TV be over like this, and people be like this watching it like this, they be like this, like that, they be like messing up their neck and stuff. Like that's a weird way for people to look at TVs. So it's funny how he said that. And then this match was good stuff. I liked everything about this match. Every time Drew McIntyre and Sheamus get together, they just like murder each other, and we like murder here. We like it. They beat each other up. In the beginning, Sheamus was going to do for the 10 beats of the thing, and then Drew McIntyre, he reversed it and he went to do it, and then Sheamus reversed that, and then he ended up hitting it. There was a cool spot where Drew was going to do the Claymore, but Sheamus hit the broke knee, the knee to the face. Um, Let me see. There's more stuff. I got my handy dandy phone now. There was an Irish curse. You know, they did their thing. You know, it's a lot of chops. Sheamus's chest was super red. Future Shock DDT. You know, they got the stuff in. It wasn't a long match, but you know, it was good stuff. Between they got the exchange and they went to like uh, toss each other like on each side of the turnbuckles, and then Drew McIntyre just came out of nowhere, boom, hit him with the Claymore for the win. Also during this, like after the match, Baron Corbin and Madcap Moss, they stole the desk that had the sword in it, which okay. And also they also showed Xavier Woods' new crown, and he said that after that I'm gonna show everybody why we are the best tag team, and then he said no offense to the Viking Raiders in WWE. Good stuff. Next up, it was Naomi versus Sonya Deville. The match obviously didn't happen because Sonya was like, she came out dressed. Sonya Deville looks good. Anyways, she dressed up great, and then she was like, "Hey, before we start this match, before you ring the bell, relax. Give me, there's a couple changes, a little bit of changes. We're gonna have a special announcer, and it was Natalia, and it was a special ring bell person, and it was Shayna Baszler." And then she was like, "Now that that's settled, now ring the bell." And before he was about to ring the bell, Naomi came out, clocked Shayna, beat up Natalia a little bit, and then Sonya was like, "Oh, but just give me 1 second." She goes out the ring. She was like, "Hey, can we get professional? You get up," and then we all surround the ring, and then they all surround Naomi, and then the debut of Xia Li. The Protector, I think that they're calling her the Protector, Xia Li, comes out. Her entrance is really good with the lightnings when she was doing the fighting thing with the lightning coming up with this. That was awesome. That was good stuff. She looked fantastic, and then she came in and they cleaned house. So that was good stuff. I expect they're gonna save Sonya and Naomi for day one, which is where they should save them for, not a random episode of SmackDown. So I'm glad that they added this to the show. Xia Li, I feel like they have big plans for her because they've been bigging her up all this whole time. So I'm glad that they this is one of the biggest stories that's not title based. So putting her in this mix, helps her. I would assume that next week they do a tag team match between Xia Li and Natalia, or Xia Li and Naomi versus Natalia and Shayna Baszler. They might get that win, for Xia Li's debut. Then next week they'll probably do a contract signing with Naomi and Sonya for day one the next day. So that's good stuff, or the week after or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that was good stuff. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I liked it. I kind of wish more Shotzi, more Leah, man. They did good with the women's today, but I kind of wish that they had more of that. Somewhere backstage, they did a video package of Toni Storm and Charlotte Flair, which maybe they shouldn't have really done. Their feud has really been based on hitting each other with pies, which is unfortunate because they're both really good at talking on the mic. They're both very, very good at that. But Sasha Banks comes out while backstage with Tony, and told her how that she believes in her, and how don't get frustrated, let her get frustrated, and when she makes this mistake, you capitalize and stuff like that. And I think Tony used a pun with some pie in the face pun. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, they did that. Then they had the match. The match was all right. They tried. It wasn't long. I think they should have just ignored that one Nakamura that tag team match at the beginning and they just added to this match, and then if the ending, like the DQ that they want to do, I think they would have did that. I think it would have been better. But yeah, this match was really short, and they should have just, like, honestly, a lot of these things that they've been doing, like with the Sonya Deville and Naomi and this match, they should have just like took all this off and then just saved all of it for the pay-per-view, which, if that's the case that they were going to do anyway, they should have just saved all this for the pay-per-view instead of just like wasting like a couple of minutes where they could have just added, another match where they could have added Shotzi versus Aaliyah, to show off, them, to get the ball rolling for them, or they should have did it or they could have just made the tag team match with Shinsuke and Boogs and Los Lothars or whatever. They should have just made that a longer match and then just had, backstage segments of whatever of the other two matches. I probably would have preferred the Aaliyah and Shotzi match only because there wasn't a lot of women's matches. Like, if they would have cut those too short, they wouldn't have a women's match. So I would have maybe just did a segment backstage with them, and then also did another one with Charlotte and or I lied. For Xia Li's debut, have her go against if you wanted a short match, do Xia Li versus whoever, some enhancement talent, let her do her entrance, and then, do that, and then maybe later on, come back again and then, make the save or something like that. I don't know. But there should have been a longer match between, with that. They should have had a longer match. This is what I'm saying. Like, they could have took off the Boogs match. The Naomi thing, they could have did that and then just maybe made Charlotte Tony longer and for that DQ finish, or they could have just added something else. I don't know. But either way, it was a little bit back and forth. Charlotte was getting frustrated with Toni Storm. She was hitting, the moves. There was one weird thing where Charlotte does her backflip El Idolo thing, but Toni only landed on her. She only rolled to her stomach. She didn't do the full roll, so it was kind of awkward when she tried to pin her, and she was like, "Oh, wait, hold up." So that was a weird thing, but I think at day one their match is gonna be way better. They just filling each other out and see what's gonna happen. But day one the match is gonna be way better. Charlotte Flair kicked her like on the like steps, and she was like kicking her on the steps, and then she did it again. Referee counts to 5, disqualification for Charlotte Flair. And then she beats her up some more, does the Flair, and then she wipes her feet on her, and so that was the thing that happened. So after that, there was the main event. It was the Usos versus the New Day versus RK Bro, which they made a special appearance on SmackDown from Raw for a triple threat tag team match to find out who is the greatest tag team in WWE. As I said earlier, New Day had their thing. Then RK Bro was backstage, and then Riddle was like, "Hey, I got some friends," and it was the new jackass cast people, and they were trying to figure out ways for for them to like use out there. And then Johnny Knoxville did a low blow to one of them, and then one of the guys said something about staying lubricated or something like that, or something like lubricated or thirst or something like that. And then he asked Orton if he had anything. He was like, "Nah," and then just left. Oh yeah, so I was gonna say is they also announced that Brock Lesnar is gonna be there next week too. We get Brock Lesnar last week, this week, and we get him next week. That's awesome stuff. But yeah, this tag team match, it was great. It was what you would expect, which I would expect. New Day getting the win because WWE for the past couple of years have been saying that New Day is the best tag team in WWE. When they broke the record, they're 11-time tag team champions. They're ridiculously popular, like so popular it makes no sense. So I came in and was like, oh, New Day, even though they're not the champions, the New Day are going to win this match. I just didn't know if they were going to pin Riddle or one of the Usos. They pinned the Usos. This was murder. They were killing Riddle. They were both the Usos and New Day. They were beating up Riddle during the first half. The Usos was beating up Riddle. And then they come from the commercial breaks, and New Day was beating up Riddle. Both of them was doing. Both the tag teams were doing everything to keep Randy from tagging in. The first time, before the first commercial break, they did the spot where Riddle he takes the one person, beats up one of the Usos, takes him outside, and then the other Uso tries to grab Randy, or tries to grab Riddle, but Riddle like kicked him off, and then right when he's gonna tag him, no, Uso pulls Randy Orton, so he doesn't do that. And then the second time he did it, it was he was about to tag him in again, but Kofi Kingston like jumped off of Riddle and like forearmed Randy, so he couldn't get the tag in. Everybody's double teaming Riddle. He's doing the elbows, and everybody gets uppercuts. The Usos was giving everybody uppercuts before the break, and then that's when they did the splat. They did the double over the top dive thing. And then when it came back, that's when the Usos got in, or that's when the New Day got in. Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. Good exchange between Kofi and Riddle at first. Riddle was in there for 20 minutes. Was in there for a good 25 minutes until they finally got the hot tag to Randy. I think Uso tagged himself in on Woods, and then Randy was he's going crazy, power bombs. She was about to do the DDT thing, didn't work, and then he gave the New Day both the drops, the suplex on the announce table. That's his thing. He comes in, boom, holds this DDT, and then he's about to get an RKO. No, hold this super kick to the face. I don't think we saw any Samoan drops. There was no Samoan drops in this match. That's crazy. No Samoan drops, but we did get an RKO. King Woods tags himself in on Randy Orton, and then he RKOs Jimmy, and then he gets kicked out by Jey Uso, and then he turns around, gets kicked by Woods, tags in Kofi. They do daybreak on Jey Uso. 1, 2, 3. New Day are declared the greatest tag team in WWE, which I already knew they was going to do. It was a good match, though. It was fun. Fun, solid match. Fun, solid show for SmackDown. That match, this match, the main event, Drew versus Sheamus, which was really good. And then an opening segment with Brock Lesnar, who also came back later. And he was in the room with Adam Pearce, almost pissed himself. Was talking about thanking him for the suspension, because he said if he didn't suspend him, he wouldn't have got his he wouldn't have been able to do his favorite thing, which was hunt. And they tried to show him a picture on his flip phone, which was fantastic. And then he got mad, and then he broke the flip phone. And then he just was like, yeah, I named it Pierce because I was like, yeah, who should I think about bringing me here and suspending me and finding me $1 million? Pierce. So I named it Pierce because I gutted the deer. It was all fantastic stuff. And he said, you should also say thank you. He goes, thank you. And he just like as hard as he can, just like pats him on the back. It was all good stuff. Man, Brock Lesnar has been killing it since he's been back. This is the Brock Lesnar I like, man. He's just coming, but he's just having a lot of fun, having fun with Sami Zayn, having fun with Adam Pearce. I think I'm pretty sure this is probably my favorite from Brock Lesnar since he's been back. Since like 2002, it seems like when Brock Lesnar is having fun, it's all good stuff. So SmackDown all around gets a thumbs up from me. I liked the Xia Li debut. That was good stuff. I could have dealt without the Boog stuff and the Charlotte Flair thing. Could just make one of those two matches longer. And then maybe, we probably had an A- A SmackDown, but I think I'll give the show a B overall. But that was the show. That was SmackDown. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, share all that good stuff. I'll see you for Raw. I'll be there. And for AEW, which winter is coming on that show, so I'll be there to watch that. And I'm gonna work on Thursday, so we'll be all good. See you guys in the next one. I'm out.